It's time to get this party started. It's time to get this party started. Good evening, leaders. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's time to get this party started.
Evening, leadership.
It's time to get started. Good evening, leadership. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, leaders. Yeah, today we are closing with a bang. Good evening, leadership. How are you?
I'm great, leadership. Thanks. And how are you?
I am so happy. I'm so excited. I'm just so happy, leadership.
Yeah,
I'm
me
so
too.
happy. I'm so happy. You know, it's so nice to, like today we can finally say we are now on our last day. This is our graduation. So so I'm so happy that we managed to come so far, all in the power of making our network marketing better and better and better and better. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm just so excited, leaders. I'm so excited. So yes, we had a couple of leaders that are not able to join us because of family emergencies. I hope they will be okay. And did everyone manage to watch the recording? Those who couldn't join us, if you are here, please let me know if you did manage to take some time and go through the recordings from the training. Because you cannot duplicate without understanding what we did, especially on day one. So you don't have anything to duplicate if you didn't get to watch everything that we did so far. Because you cannot duplicate, how can I put this? I want to sound, so it's like you cannot expect to take an empty bucket and then use it to fill another empty bucket, right? That's what duplication it's all about. You need to be able to have enough, right? Enough content, enough information, enough leadership skills. You need to have enough of everything for you to be able to duplicate. So it's very important that everyone that's here today, they did manage to watch our previous training so that they can follow along with us, so that we can all move together. Okay, we have, yeah. Let us give other leaders some time to join us, some time to come back. Because they're still coming in, they're still coming in, they're still coming in. And in terms of your homework, is it done? Is your homework done, leaders? Is your homework done, leaders? I'm so happy, leaders. I'm so happy. I cannot wait. Let me see. Yes, we're still missing a couple of leaders. Let us give them some time. Let us give them some time to come and join us.
You know, leadership, if I may say, you know, towards the end of last night, the presentation, you know, that presentation about the all nine,
Yes,
it was so moving, man. That one is a must-have. You cannot afford not to rework your social media. You
it's a
just cannot
must-have
afford not
leadership.
to.
It's a must-have.
Yeah, it is
It's a
a
must-have.
must-have, that one.
And
Otherwise, we just be wasting our time
in being
if I
on
then come
social
to this
media,
presentation and go back to doing the business
the
the
same
way
way that
I've
you were
been
doing
doing
it.
it wrongly, then it's just a waste of my own time.
And you know, that's why I was saying that I wish that everyone that's here, they were able to take along throughout all the trainings that we did, you know, because trust me, if you are able to take one or two things that you learned throughout the whole training, and you just teach 5 people, don't teach the whole team, just teach 5 people. If you are now understand how to do your social media right, you now understand how to invest in social media, where to invest. If you now understand how to brand your business, how to brand yourself, if you now understand how to sort your goals, if you understand all of what you did so far, then what's going to stop you leaders from duplicating that? Nothing is going to stop you leaders. So yes, it's it's very important that we use almost all the resources that we can in terms of growing the business, in terms of marketing the business, in terms of making sure that the people that need us, the people that need financial solutions, people that need, you know, help in terms of health wise, they are able to see us and they know exactly where to find us. That way it will make our work easier in network marketing, because people will be able to reach out to you instead of you reaching out to them, because they know exactly where to find you. That's why right now, if you want to send a message to someone and you have their WhatsApp number, you know exactly where to find them. You don't go on Google and search their number and start searching their name. You know exactly who they are and where to find them as soon as you need them. So your job right now is to make sure that you take that system of you being able to find other people, you just duplicate it to make sure that other people are now able to find you and your business and your team. So it's been amazing, leaders. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. It's been amazing. Leaders do. Good evening. I'm done.
Good evening. Good evening. When are you marking leadership?
We're gonna have 5 days to mark. So what I will do, I will give you the whole weekend to finish up the homework, because I know other leaders, they're working during the day. So yeah, from next week Monday, we're gonna start our 5-day mentorship. So that way, we then gonna say, Did you do what you were supposed to do on day one? Did you do what you were supposed to do on day two? Did you duplicate? What are your challenges? That's why we're then gonna try and make sure that everyone, they take all the resources that we have put and they see it in action. Because for me, there's no point of you being here learning and you're not gonna take what you learned and put it into action. You're just gonna go back, like what our leader just said earlier. You're gonna go back and still don't have content for your marketing, still don't use professional social media marketing strategies, you still don't have goals even now, but you are still here. So for me, that's just a waste of your resources. So we need to make sure that everyone is able to put in use what they have learned. I'm glad that you managed to do your homework, leadership. I'm very happy. I'm very happy. Anyone else that managed to finish their training? Thanks so much, Leader Charles. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, leadership. Tell me, anyone that managed to finish their training, or their homework, or they are just almost there. If you are just almost there, let me know. Let me know, because I want to see you leaders in a different manner as soon as I see you next time on social media. And I will go on your social media pages, trust me. I will go and then I will spy on you, and then I will check if you are doing what is supposed to be done. Right? I'll need to check if you're doing what you promised to do, because this is for you. This is for you. It's not for anyone else. This is for you. It's for your own growth. So what do you need to do? You need to take responsibility. You need to take responsibility. So that's why I said after this training, let us have 5 days where we're then going to support each other. Because, I know that sometimes when it's the first time you get information, you hear something, you understand something, you can't just jump and do it without really understanding the backgrounds on how to exactly go about it. Right? So it's very important that you also get proper mentorship for you to be able to do what you're supposed to do. Yes, we are on 21. I think we have a couple of people missing. Disable, how come you have a social media phobia while you are a leader? How? Or are you not planning to use social media to actually reach out to the world? You're gonna focus on putting in petrol, traveling every day. Is that what you're gonna focus on?
No, my leader, I have to change my mindset.
No,
no.
leadership. You can't, my leader. Please, you cannot.
No, I'm planning to change my mindset and start doing the right thing.
Please, leadership. That's why I ended up, going off the topic yesterday, and to show you the power of social media. That's why I did that. I can tell you right now, there are people, just because of social media, there are people right now, they are busy struggling to get people that will help, their team members in a different country, because they are not there, but team-wise, they are there. They have a team there. Now, the only thing that they're struggling with is to set the time. When can I go? What training can I provide to my team while my team is actually online and I've never met this person? That's what they are busy focusing on right now. And if you're not going to take advantage of that marketing strategy, to help you understand and find better ways of recruiting, then you might be a leader that says, you know what? Botswana is too small. We don't have enough people in Botswana that will actually join my business. We'll end up saying, Lesotho, there's no people there. There's no people in Lesotho, and that's why my business is not growing, right? Because you are not online. But I know that everyone that's here, that's a thing of a past. That's a thing of a past. Everyone that's here, we're just going to do amazing throughout recruiting, throughout building the business, throughout even duplicating the business. Okay, coach, hope you'll help me. I just joined today. Just joined today. Okay. Leadership, thank you for joining us today. Thank you for joining us, leadership, and condolences to your lost leadership. Condolences. Yes, I will be able to help leadership. That's why I recorded the whole training, so that throughout this whole weekend, you are able to sit down as soon as you have time. You are able to sit down and then learn what you missed, or go back and understand what you didn't understand. Then next week, then we can start our mentorship. So yes, I'll be here to support your leadership. And trust me, just because we have the training, you didn't miss out on anything. The training will be there. You didn't miss out on anything. I hope things will be okay, and I hope you will also be okay, leadership. Me working on some time management. Yes, leadership, Juliet. time management, it becomes a very, very big challenge, especially if you work a 9-to-5 job. It becomes a challenge. But the more you do it, the more you will find your own your own motion, your own ways. That's where you'll be able to find your own strategies to say, you know what, I work very well after work, or I work very well in the morning, or I work very well during the day. So that's when I will start maximizing my time, So the more you get, I would say, situations that will put you in the corner in terms of time management, that the more you will be able to find your own time management strategy. Because I can teach you time management, but will it work for you? Because at some point, I can only teach you how you can find your own time management strategy, but I cannot tell you that as soon as you wake up at 8 o'clock, drink coffee. Because I'm not in your life. I don't know what's happening. So I cannot then tell you what to do. But the more you get busy, the more you find out that, you know what, I missed on something because I was late. The more you get, so stressed about time management, the more you'll be able to find your own time management strategy. That's going to work for you based on your situation, right? That's going to work for you based on your situation. So leadership, please work on that. I really, really believe in you. I know you can do it. Please do work on that, leadership. It's possible. It's possible, my leader. It's possible. Even people that they have kids and you have a family, when you come back, you need to sort your family. In the morning, you need to sort the kids. There's a way for you to find a strategy that's going to work for you. The more you understand your work ethic, the easier it's going to be for you to find your own strategy, because you'll know exactly that, you know what, mornings, give me anything, I will take it. As soon as it's in the morning, give me anything, I will take it, right? That's why even if you look at recruiting, right, you cannot become the best at what you do without failing, right? You cannot become the best without being exhausted in what you are doing. So make sure that you first get a lot of people that will put you under pressure. Because if you can work with those people that are putting you under pressure, the more you're going to understand what they're going to say, the more you can understand how to respond to them, the more you're going to understand their mindset, the more you're going to understand a lot of things, and you can then take all of those things and put it together and say, you know what, I know how to deal with this person. Let me sort them out. Or, you know what, I know how to deal with this person. Let me just block them. So the more you do something, the more you will learn. People that are best at recruiting, they didn't become the best because they just went and attended a training, or they just went and they were able to read a very fruitful book. No. Nope. It doesn't work like that. It's because they've done it a couple of times, they failed, and then they started getting their confidence, they started understanding the system and how they can then use their own ways to make sure that the system works for them. As soon as they're able to understand that, then that's where they find their wins. That's where they find, their breakthrough, because they have now created a system that works for them. They have created a system that works for them. So leadership, Juliet, I really, really believe in you. Let us work, leadership. Let us work. I know it's possible. I'm talking about, everything I've been training you on and teaching you leaders. It's not something that I took from the book, right? And thinking about that, I think I should take everything and put it on the book. What do you say, leaders? Should I do that so that we can reach millions of other people and help them in network marketing? I think I should really do that and just take everything and put it on a book, But what I'm teaching you now, it's not something that I read from the book. It's things that I've been through myself, things that worked for me, things that I've been able to do for other leaders that are doing so well, things that I was able to witness when they are happening throughout the business, So I'm giving you, I'm actually giving you a cheat code. Instead of you going out and fail 10 times, if you have what I just gave you now, you're not gonna fail 10 times. Maybe you're gonna fail 5 times, because you now have something that's gonna work for you. You now have something that shows you what other people have done. You now have a roadmap. Do you get what I'm saying? So you're not gonna be as someone that's starting out the first time and you have to fail 10 times before you actually understand how to make things work. You actually have an advantage now. You are like 5 steps ahead, or even 10 steps ahead. You are very, very far ahead. You are in a good path. That's all I can say, leaders. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. All right, leaders. So I think we have managed to give other people enough time, a lot of time today, but it's fine. I just wanted to make sure everyone is with us. So if you are ready, send me some fire. If you are ready, send me some fire. Let us get started, leaders. I need to see that you are excited. You are looking forward. Let me see that, leaders. Let me see that. Let me see that. Let me see how excited you are. Let me see how excited you are. I want this to work. And as much as I want it to work, I want you to achieve what you have promised your family. I know that we promise our kids, we promise we promise a lot of people, right? So I want this to work for you, and I want you to then take this and duplicate it, right? I want you to then take this and duplicate it to your whole team. to your whole team, but the way you're gonna understand how to duplicate is to do it step by step, step by step. Let us jump in. If you can see my screen, let me know, leaders. Let me know if you can see my screen. Thank you. Thank you so much, leaders. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you so much, leadership. Yes, 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 clear. Okay. Okay, leaders. Before we go deeper, right? Before we go deeper and start making this thing work, okay, can I just focus on, there's a big comment here from Leader Charles. As much as I am and in the X generation, the new normality. Okay. Yes, true leadership. Mindset, it's the key. And do you know that you are not an old generation? There's no old generation, there's no new generation. Those are things that, you know, people are just saying to group us in a different manner, or to make us feel like we think in a different manner or act in a different manner, and our manner is different towards others. It's not true leadership. If I can say right now, let us say you are 45 years old, right? You are 45 years old. And then someone comes in, they are 20 years old. If you take a pen right now and write 45 and write 25, can you see that this 25 is the old generation and this 45 is the new generation? Can you see that with your eyes? You cannot see that because that doesn't work. That's just, it's something that people say, or, you know, people like to say, but it's not true. Because if you can put your mind into something, you're going to become what you want to become. You're going to become what you want to become. How come right now, all the big companies, all the social media platforms, you know, all the well-known companies around the world, they are owned by the old generation, but not the new generation. So are we saying that the old generation knows the best, or they know it all? Or are we saying that this new generation, they understand social media better? How come they understand social media better if they are not the ones that created social media? They might understand how to use it, but they might not understand how to build it and the power that it actually has. So your mindset leadership is everything. Do not let anyone judge you because of your age, because of your past experience. No. Judge yourself based on what you want to see in your life. Judge yourself based on what you believe in. And that way, trust me, people will be surprised to say, how come you understand social media so well? You'll tell them, I have a brain, I believe in myself, and I took some time to learn and invest in my own development. That's all it takes, leadership. That's all it takes, trust me. Right now, you can take a 5-year-old kid and teach them how to drive. They will learn how to drive. You can take an 85-year-old person and teach them how to drive. They will know how to drive. So it's all in the mind. It's all in the mind, leadership. It's not about the age. It's not about the generation. No, it's all in the mind. So before we proceed, leaders, do you really, really think that you can become a better leader, or you can grow your team without it duplicating? Do you really think that it's possible for you to reach the next rank that you want without doing duplication correctly in your business? You can be the smartest person in your team, right? You can be the smartest leader, you can be the best, you can be anything. But if you are now in a team of 10 players, right? And you are playing against another team of 10 players. And out of your team, you are the only one that understands how to kick the ball. Will your team win? Will you be able to play alone throughout the whole field? You cannot, leaders. And that's why I decided to close this training with duplication. Because for you to move forward and be successful, you need to make sure that others, they're able to move forward with you and become successful with you. If you are a leader that, let me just put it straight. If you're a leader that feels like you are a little bit selfish, you don't want other people to be over you, you feel like they will surpass you, oh God, you will stay there, because that mindset will stop you from dishing out very, very important resources that will help your team to duplicate. That mindset will stop you from taking out money to invest in your team, because you feel like, if I invest in my team, they will be successful with my money, or they'll be successful more than me. You'll have all these reasons that will actually not stop your team, because your team can succeed without you, but you'll have all these things that will stop you from succeeding. That means you'll be stopping yourself based on your mindset. So if you really, really want to go forward, duplicate your success, have that open heart, have that open mindset. Be willing to teach everyone that's going to come to your business. Don't teach them because you like them, right? Don't teach them because they are your direct sponsors. Teach them because they are in your team. Even if they were sponsored by someone down there, but they are in your WhatsApp group, they are in your business, teach them, because when that person succeeds, what's going to happen to you if they are connected to your whole network marketing system? You're going to succeed. So there's nothing that you can do without being able to duplicate. There's nothing, leaders. Even when you look at selling, if you have a skill, one skill in terms of selling, then bring your team, teach them that skill, go out and sell together. Let them see how you talk. Let them understand the attitude that you have as soon as you're talking to people. Let them understand how you explain the product. Let them understand how you start the presentation, how you finish the presentation. Let them see and feel your energy while you are doing it. They will go and do that. And then by doing that, you will then have less time of focusing on doing everything by yourself. Right? I'll just give you an example. Okay, before we we go deeper, let us. Good evening again. My name is Sabelo Dlamini. I'm your coach, I'm your trainer, I'm your partner, and my aim is to help, I would say, billions, right? Because I know that network marketing, it's going to billions. I would say billions of network marketing leaders to find their breakthrough, to see change in their life and in their network marketing businesses. That's my aim. And I thank you for being here to actually be with us and be with me in terms of making sure that that dream does happen, right? So I really, really appreciate you for being here, leaders, and I appreciate you for being here throughout. I think we have spent, I would say, we have 3 6. We've been doing this for 6 hours already, right? So I thank you for taking your time and investing in coming here and learn. So today we're going to focus on the power of duplication. There's a lot of power in duplication, because duplication just summarizes everything in your network marketing business. It summarizes every single thing in your network marketing business, right? Every single thing. The mistake, the example I wanted to actually tell you about, let us look at someone that is very good at selling, right? You are just so good at selling. You can go out right now, come back with money and no stock. Go out right now, come back with cash, right? Go out right now, come back with the bag, it's full of money. Imagine then tomorrow you wake up, you have a flu, you have an emergency, you can't go out and get the bag. What's going to happen to your business? And that thing then, that situation that you're in, it then happens for the next 7 days. What's going to happen to your business? You are the best at selling. You go out 1 hour, you come back with the bag. But now for the next 7 days, you cannot go out and come back with the bag because of any situation. How would you then grow your business? How would you then make an income for yourself if you didn't teach your team to do the same thing? That's the power of duplication, leaders. That's the power of duplication. The whole idea of you going out, doing presentations in different areas, doing presentations online, doing street challenges, is because you want to make sure that in one specific area, I have one team member, and that one team member knows everything about the business. They understand how to duplicate, they understand how to sell, they understand how to present, so that the next time I come back to Tanzania, for instance, I will have someone that is connected through a lot of leaders. And when I teach that one person, the whole team of Tanzania grows, and they all grow under my name. Do you understand? That's the power of duplication, leaders. So today, our agenda, we're just going to look at how you can then lead by example, right? For you to be able to duplicate. We look at creating a simple duplication system. Duplication shouldn't be complicated. It should be as easy as 1, 2, 3, right? It should be the most easiest thing that your team members are able to do. We're going to look at how you can then go out, empower your team, right? We're going to look at how you can then make sure that you are able to monitor to see, okay, this person is now on this stage, right? They are now at the point where they understand how to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now they need just a couple of push for them to get to where I want them to get. You need to monitor your duplication with us. Then we're going to then go and look at exactly if right now you've been struggling with duplication, right? What at least, let us say, let us look at just 3, most important things that are holding leaders around the world in terms of duplication. Let us look at those challenges. What are those challenges and how you can overcome them, right? Then lastly, we're then going to look at, since you're now able to understand duplication, you understand the challenges, then let us have the top skills that you need as a leader for you to duplicate. So that's what we're going to cover today, using and understanding the power of duplication. So before we start and go deeper, do we have a leader here that has been struggling to duplicate? Do we have a leader here that says, I've been in the business for so long and I'm struggling to duplicate? Remember, struggling to duplicate is not you struggling to recruit, right? Because if you can recruit, if you have a team, if you have one person in your business, you are now struggling to duplicate that person, right? It's not a matter of, I don't have anyone in my team. I don't have any downliner in my business because I'm struggling to duplicate. If you don't have a downliner in your business, you cannot say you are struggling to duplicate, because what are you going to duplicate? And who are you going to duplicate that to if you don't have a team? So recruiting, it's something different. Okay, so we have a leader here. I recruit, but they don't want they don't want to move up. No commitment. Yes, I started in the beginning. Okay. So let us say now we understand that you are struggling, right? Have you managed to take some time and sit down and understand where you are struggling? Within duplication, where are you really struggling? Is it you that's struggling, or is it your team that is really struggling in terms of duplication? Do they even understand duplication? And if you look at yourself, how do you then make sure that your team understands duplication? Do you send them motivational quotes and expect them to understand how to duplicate? Or do you have a very, very simple system that as soon as they come in, they follow it? And with that system, you are then able to track, to say, okay, this person, let's say you have a 5-step system, right? Let's say you are now able to say that, okay, this leader has been on step number 3 for a while. Let me find out what's stopping them to reach step number 4 and 5. But if you don't have a system and you just focus on telling your people what to do, but not giving them a system that they can follow, it's going to be hard for you to recruit. Yes, it's going to be a challenge for you to recruit because you don't have a system. You need to have a system, leaders, that's going to empower your people to consistently recruit, to consistently get more people to come to the business, right? Yes, Leader Mini, I understand. You do recruit. So only 3 people will work. Remember, as soon as people don't have a goal, they will not work. And I think we started off with the most important thing of setting the goal, setting the millionaire mindset in network marketing. Right. So that's why I'm saying that as soon as you have a system, because you now understand what to do, you now understand how to grow yourself, to grow your business. If you can teach your team to also do that, you will see people that will want to move forward with you, because they will then discover something that they didn't know. They will then discover something that will help them to move forward in the business. So let us look at duplication. I think we all understand duplication. Duplication is just as a process of you taking one person or taking a team and just teach them something. And when you teach them something, have a specific way of teaching them, a very, very simple way of showing them how it's done. That is you duplicating. And when you duplicate, you can duplicate success and you can duplicate failure. When you're a leader that does not do what you're supposed to do for your team, you're doing all the wrong things. What are you going to duplicate? You're going to duplicate exactly that. And if you're a leader that does almost everything that you can, you show your team, you get involved, you do weekly or monthly trainings for your team, you do everything. That what are you going to duplicate? The exact same thing. So I understand the duplication process. You understand the definition of duplication. So now I've covered this to say, why should you duplicate? Why should you focus on growing your team? Why should you focus on multiplying your effort? It's because in network marketing, you cannot do everything alone. You cannot become the best person, or you cannot reach all the ranks that you want in your business without duplication. And that's why it matters a lot. And that's why even in network marketing, as soon as you join, there's a simple system that tells you that you need to get your first 2 people, you need to get your first 3 people, you need to get your first 4 people. Because right there, you are then understanding that I need to duplicate. So that's why it matters a lot for you to reach your goal faster. And right now, duplication, it's the best formula for you to be successful in this campaign that we're doing. This is the best formula for you to be successful, because no one in network marketing will make it without their team. No one will make it to the top without their team. You can't join today and stay in a company for 20 years and expect that you're now going to be the top ranker in your business. Because the network marketing system is built in a way that they tell you that for you to reach rank number 1, you need to have so many points or so many systems or so many people in your team or in your system. And for you to reach rank number 2, you need to have so many people that have reached rank number 1. So you see, duplication is the best way for you to reach your success. So now let us look at how can you then start and enforcing that duplication to your team and to your business. The first thing that you need to do, you need to lead by example, leaders. You need to lead by example. Don't be a bad example, but be a good example to your team. Don't be someone that says no, be someone that says yes and how. Don't be someone that says, no, I can't, but be someone that says, it's fine, I will learn. If you become that person in your team, then it's going to be easier for you to duplicate. It's going to be easier for you to lead by example. When I'm talking about by example, I'm talking about by leading by a good example. Because you cannot lead your people down the drain while they've joined your business for you to lead them towards success, towards reaching their why. So the first thing that you need to do, set your actions, your standards. Make sure that as soon as you tell your team that, leaders, we're going to do a street challenge, don't come to the street challenge and you're now sitting at the back in your camp chair. You are now pointing out, yes, do this, but you didn't take even a moment to go out and show them how it's done. But you are now pointing fingers to say, go do that, go do that. Because as soon as you are not there, your team will stop doing what they are doing. They will do it because you are pointing it out. They will not do it because they have learned that it's important for us to actually do this. It's important for us to talk to people. So your actions as a leader, they mean a lot. That's why I also say, as a leader, make sure that you don't post, you don't make bad comments, you don't talk bad. You just make sure that you are almost the perfect leader that your people would want to be. Don't be a leader that goes and talk bad about other leaders, because that's what you're going to duplicate in your team. They will learn that from you. And if you see that happens, be a leader that's able to then stop it right there at the same time to say, leaders, in my team, we do not do this because of 1, 2, 3, 4. In my team, we focus on this because we are all here to learn. We are all here to grow. So your actions, they set the standard for everyone to follow. Right. The next thing that you can do by leading by example, commitment to trainings. Learn, be a leader. You see, the fact that you are here, that shows that you are a leader that wants success. And what's going to happen then after this, you will then be able to take whatever knowledge and whatever system that you actually learned here, you will then be able to take it and show it to your team, right? And you'll then be able to tell your team, leaders, if you want to grow in the business, learn, buy programs, read a book, do this. As soon as you're able to do that, as soon as you're able to get that training, your team will also be eager to get a lot of training. Your team will be eager to do that because we'll be leading by example. And when they do that, they are just helping themselves to be better leaders. And when they become better leaders in this business, what does that make you? It makes you the best leader as well, because they will be under your leadership. You'll be leading by example. And throughout everything that you're then going to do in your business, in your team, make sure that you do it every day. You do it consistently. You don't do it when you're happy. You don't do it when you feel like. You do it every day. When you are able to do it every day, your team will be able to do it every day. It will register in your team. It will become a culture in your team, because they will know that definitely there's no other way. This is the only way we know. If you are being consistent, right, with your actions, with you sharing content, with you sharing trainings, with you calling meetings for your team. If you are being consistent with that, if you are being consistent with training them, if you said, leaders, every single week we're going to have our own training on WhatsApp where I will train you how to sell the product. This whole month I'll just focus on products. Be consistent with that. Don't do it when you are happy, leaders. That is not you leading by example. You are leading by emotions when you're doing that. Because you are happy today, then you go and do it. You are not happy today and you sit down, then everyone must wait for you. Everyone must put their wire aside and wait for your feelings to feel better. So as a leader, lead by action, be consistent, and make sure that you commit to whatever trainings that you're going to promise your team. You commit to everything that you say you're going to teach your team. That is you leading by example. And when you're able to lead by example, trust me, your downliners or your team members that they have managed to find their why, and they are in the mood where they just want to work, they will do the same thing. They will lead by example, because they also have their own downliners and their teams to lead, right? So right now, I've prepared this quote, and I want us to do it differently tonight. I want to give everyone maybe a 1 minute or 2 minute chance almost after each and every slide, so that you can tell me if you have any questions in terms of how we are moving so far, right? I want us to make sure that we all engage tonight. So I have this slide for you that says, your team's duplication starts with you. It's exactly what I've just explained right now. It starts with you. Be the example. Be the example, leaders. If you are now a leader that knows how to get prospects from different countries, why are you not sharing that with your team? Why are you not telling the team to say, team, stop everything, just stop, listen to this. I just found something. I just found a gold mine. Are you ready to dig in with me? What's stopping you from doing that? Because that's the only way for you to move forward. Do not feel like as soon as you share something with your team, your team will then go out and take advantage of that. You're now gonna be left behind. You will not be left behind. Share it with your team. If you now have learned a very, very important skill, a new skill, tell your team, leaders, come, I have something to share with you. Do you know that if you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this happens? And I did it and I tried it and it works. Please, tomorrow start doing it. And then let us come back the next day and find out if it did work for you. So the duplication process, it starts with you. You need to lead by example, leaders. Everything that you do, you need to lead your team by being a good example, not a bad example, a good example. Don't be a leader that complains a lot. Your team will complain a lot. If you're a leader that is very grateful, your team will be very grateful. And you will attract the very same people that will come and be grateful in your business. But if you are someone that complains, a leader that complains about the system, it's slow, you're a leader that complains about the flyers are expensive, you're a leader that complains about branding, hey, branding is too much. If you're a leader that just complains, your team will also do that. That's what you're going to duplicate, leaders. That's what you're going to duplicate. But if you're a leader that says, Leaders, today I'm going out. I'm going to do my goal building session, right? I'll go out and I want to test drive my car. The car that I will buy as soon as I reach that rank. I want to go and feel how it actually smells. What will your team do? They will do that. They will say, Ish, leadership, I've been thinking about it. How did you do that? Right? Because some people, they don't even understand that what is needed for you to go and test drive a car. If you've never been in a car garage, you've never bought a car, it's going to be hard for you to understand what is needed. So you will be skeptical to do that. But as soon as your leader does that and they tell you, leadership, just come, take along with me. Let us go and build our dreams. As soon as you do that, the experience that you're going to give your leader, they will take that experience, it will stick with them forever. They will take that experience, they will duplicate it. And your business will grow without you being there. So now let us look at our next training slide. The next thing that you need to do, you need to create a system. Does anyone here have a system, leaders? Let me know. Do you have a system here that you use to duplicate, to get people moving in your business? Do you have a system? Do you have a system, leaders? Let me know in the comment section if you do have. Let me know, leaders. Let me know. Let me know. Let us do. I'm expecting a system from you. Actually, everyone here, I expect you guys to have a system. If you have more than 5 people in your team, you need to have a system, leaders. I'm talking about not 5 people that have been recruited by your team, but I'm talking about 5 people that you have managed to sponsor directly. Right? If you have managed to sponsor more than 5 people yourself, you need to have a system. Let me give you an example. I hope everyone that's here, they've been into a work area, or at some point you were working or you are still working. I just hope that everyone here is going to understand what I'm going to explain. Look at you right now. You are joining a new job, right? You're joining a new job. When you get at work the first day, are you expected to go and deliver results the first day? Or are you expected to sit down, understand the company policy, understand your job description, right? Are you expected to sit down, understand the products that you're going to sell? Do you understand? So as soon as your team comes in the first time or the first day, have a system, maybe even make it a 5-day system. Have a system to say, look, welcome to the business. I'm happy that you're here. Let us work. Day 1, go find your why. Show them how to find their why. Day 2, because the reason I'm saying let them find their why first. Some people, they will never work because they don't have a proper understanding of why they want to be successful. Some people, they will not work. And sometimes we then jump and teach them about the business, about the product, about the system, and without understanding that their why, does it really, match them being in this business. If they don't have a why, it's easier for them. It's going to be easier for them to let go. It's going to be easier for them to stop. It's going to be easier for them to sit down and do nothing, because nothing will be pushing them. Right. The reason you are here is because you have a why. You could have just stopped from day 1 training and said, let me just stop doing this. I don't have time for this anymore. But because you have a big why, you know why you want to succeed, you know what you want to change in your life, then no one can tell you what to do. You will do what you're supposed to do for you to get what you want. So sometimes we don't help our team members to find the first important thing in terms of them being in this business, and that's having a proper foundation in terms of their why. Because from the why, then you can teach them the business. So let's just make a simple example of a system. System says you come on board day one, right? Out of 5 days, day one, you need to find the why. You tell them, you show them, and you ask them to give you feedback after that, right? Yes, I found my why. And then they tell you, you know what, my why is because I want to move out to a better house. That's my why. Now you understand their why. Now you can connect with them. Then second thing that you can then go and teach them. Teach them the basics in your business. Teach them the basics in the business, right? From there, go then teach them the basics in terms of presenting. Don't go deeper. The basics in terms of presenting. Teach them the basics in terms of explaining the product. Make sure that you have a system. Then day 5, make sure that you then take everything that you have managed to teach them the past 4 days. Make sure that you now have a way for them to then take whatever they have learned and put it into action. Because as soon as they put it into action the first time, that's when you can understand that, okay, this person, where do they lack? Where do they need help the most? And as soon as they pass that system that you're going to put in place, then you know very well that I'm not going to go back and say, Leader Sabelo is struggling with explaining the product, or Leader Sabelo doesn't want to sell. Because I know that Leader Sabelo can sell very well. And I know the why that brings Leader Sabelo in this business. So as soon as Leader Sabelo doesn't work, Leader Sabelo doesn't sell, Leader Sabelo is feeling down, I will know that Leader Sabelo, you're not doing what you are capable of. What's happening? The Leader Sabelo will be able to tell you the reason why they are not pushing their business. They'll be able to tell you why things are not going well right now. But you cannot then go and say someone is not working, someone is not doing this, someone is not doing that, without you being able to give them a system first. Because what the system does, it helps you to understand them, and it helps them to understand you and the business. Because that way it's easier for you to then understand that, okay, Peter Sabelo, you've been doing so well for the past 4 weeks. Right now, you are lacking. What's wrong? I come forward. Leadership, things are not looking good, stress, whatever reason, whatever that's going to come, right? Then it's going to be easier for me to say, leadership, look, please try to do 1, 2, 3, 4. I hope things will get better. But as soon as you are feeling better, come, let us work. Then you're able to know that Leader Sabelo is not that Leader Sabelo is lazy. It's because Leader Sabelo is going through a situation. Now, let me give Leader Sabelo a space. Then let me focus on my other leaders. Because sometimes we don't know why our people, they're actually not working. We don't know why our downliners, they are not working. But we expect them to work, but we haven't shown them a system that's going to help them to understand their why. We haven't shown them a system that's going to understand how to sell the product, how to understand the conversation plan, how to explain the conversation plan, how to present the business. I think on our previous trainings, I made an example to say, if you have a simple system, tell your downliner, for instance, to say, leadership, you're going to be on our training group for 5 days. After 5 days, I expect you to start doing trainings for yourself. After 5 days, I expect you to then create a specific group. Who are in that group, I will be there to monitor you while you're doing presentation for your friends, starting with your family. That's where your team members can start, exercising their skills in terms of training and presenting. That's a system that you can make for someone to say, you cannot be in a training group leadership for 6 months and we're presenting the same products every day, the same conversation every day, and you are still there. There won't be any progress. So when you have a system, a simple system, it's then easier for you leaders to then duplicate your business, right? And just by creating a simple system, imagine if right now you have a system of how your team can get flyers. You have a system to say, leaders, if you want flyers, here's the company or here's the designer I work with, call him or call her. As soon as you are done, you want to print, here's a printing company I work with. As soon as you are ready to now go out on the street, here are the t-shirts. If you want t-shirts, here's this, just give them everything on the table. That is you giving them a system to follow, leaders, a simple system to follow. So having a system in your business, it's easier for you to develop, a clear step-by-step goal that your team can now work towards to. And it makes things easier for everyone. If you have a clear goal, to make sure that even someone that they've never done network marketing before, as soon as they come to your team, in the next 7 days, they'll feel like they've been doing network marketing forever. Because I remember with me as well, when I first did network marketing, it took me some time to get to my energy, to get to my understanding of my skills, my potential, because I've never done it before. I didn't get any training, and when I'm talking about training, I'm not talking about presenting on WhatsApp every day, attending WhatsApp presentations every day. That is not training. That is simply training me how to present the business, but you are not training me how to make this a business, how to treat this as a business. So it took me some time for me to actually get my why, because I also didn't understand that I need to have a very, very valid why before I start going. So having a system, leaders, will really, really help you, because you are able to provide your team with the tools. You are able to plug them with the designers. You're able to plug them with the book that is working for you. You are able to plug them with anything that is working for you. And if you plug them, they will plug their team as well. They will plug everyone that they actually work with. And that system will duplicate itself again without you being there. That's why it's very important for you to work with leaders that are really, really hungry for the business. And that's why it's also important for you to make sure that leaders that they come into the business, they find a system. They don't find products just sitting there at the presentation, just sitting there, but they find a system that they can then duplicate. Are you still with me, leaders? Are you still with me? Let me know if you're still with me, leaders. Let us move along together. Let us move along together. Let me know if you are still loving this. Let us move together, leaders. Yes, 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 leadership. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I see some fire. Thank you, leaders. Thank you, leaders. Thank you, leaders. So right now, we are able to at least get better understanding of what we need to do to duplicate, right? We now at least have a better understanding to understand that what then can we go out and change and try to implement, right? And by doing that, leaders, that will be you creating a system. And do you know, the nice thing about creating systems in network marketing is to make sure that at some point you will be able to sit down and look at the system works for itself. Just sit down and look at your system works. Look at your system works. You'll be surprised how powerful a system can be when you are now getting calls from your team members to say, leadership, I have 5 people that need training. Please share the system with me. Right? Leadership, I have 10 people that need training. Please let us put them on the system. It would be so nice for you to sit down and watch the system grow. And then what you can then do, you can then just go, source the system. If you look like it's not going so fast, go change something, analyze the system. It would be so nice to just sit down and watch the system work and build your business for you. So what I'm saying to you on this quote is that simplicity is the key to duplicate. Because even if it's the first time I'm doing network marketing, right? And I think with what we've been doing so far throughout the whole training, I've been trying my best to make sure that you understand network marketing in a very simple manner, a manner that will follow, a manner that will actually, you will be able to actually take it and understand it better and make sure that it actually corresponds with your goals, with your vision, with your skills, and with your mindset. So if now someone comes in your business, this is their first time in network marketing, will they find a system that is so simple that they can just get it, understand it tomorrow, and then start moving forward? And when I'm talking about the system, let me just, MJ leader, even your presentation can be built into a system. Yes, that's true, leadership. Even a presentation can be a system, because if you've been presenting for a long time, you now understand what works, what to say, how to say it, you now understand how to build confidence in your presentations. If you understand all of that, you have now mastered your presentation. Take that, teach it to your team. Give them that. When you're giving them that, you are duplicating, but at the same time, you are creating a system that's going to work for everyone that's going to come to your team, because you will then be able to say, I've managed to teach 5 people how to present in this manner, and they have now mastered it. So the duplication process, it's done. But now let me take that and write it down as a system to say that as soon as someone comes into my business, I give them to say, look, this is the system for presentation. So your system needs to be simple, leaders. It doesn't need to be fancy. It doesn't need to, impress. It just needs to be simple. Look at our day one, right? You now understand exactly what to do for you to build a vision board. And you understand exactly the importance of you building a vision board. That is clear. It's very straightforward. Then let us make network marketing the same way. Let us make duplication the same way. Clear, just out there, and everyone understands what they need to do as soon as they come into the business. Because that way it's going to be easier for us to understand that this person doesn't work because they don't like the business, because they've changed their mind, and because they actually don't believe in their why anymore. It's not because I am lacking as a leader. It's not because I didn't give them enough resources. It's not because they just found me and I'm dry, I don't have a system. That way it's going to be easier for you to understand those type of challenges in your business. Right. So now you now understand how to duplicate. Then let us take your team. Let us empower them to duplicate. You cannot duplicate alone, let us. If you manage to bring in 5 people, then those 5 people, their responsibility is to bring their 5 people. So you as a leader, you have mastered duplication, you manage to bring in 5 people, and you've managed to teach them how to duplicate. Right? Then let your downliners teach their own people how to then duplicate, empower your team. Right? Because when you're able to empower your team, they'll also be able to empower others to succeed in your team. Right? So what you then need to go and do, teach, right? Teach your team. You are now duplicating them. Do you understand? Because you manage to come forward, be a leader, lead by example, show them how it's done. You did all of that. Now let us empower your team to learn how to duplicate again. Let them learn how to repeat the process and repeat the system. Now, what you need to do as a leader, give your people, give your team a chance, right? Give your team chances to come make mistakes, to come learn. That's why I made a simple example to say, if your team, they're in a group, they've been attending the presentation for the past 5 days, kick them out of the group. It's fine. Kick them out of the group. Tell them to create another group. And in that group, tell them to present. As soon as they present, you are now doing what? You are not presenting anymore. You are now teaching. You are not doing. You are now teaching. Because you cannot say everyone that comes to your team, it's fine, come to our group. We're going to present for your downliners. You are not duplicating when you're doing that. You are not teaching your team to actually duplicate. And one day when you are not able to come forward and do the presentation, no one will ever come forward and say, leadership, I know that you are busy. Let me come and take over. So as soon as your people come in, as soon as you are able to teach them and show them how it's done and lead by example in terms of duplication, as soon as you are done creating a system for them, then sit down, let them do it. Coach them, because you're now going to be sitting back and watching over the system repeat itself. And the system cannot repeat itself while you are still on the system as well. So you need to sit back, let them do it, right? Teach them, focus on making sure that they understand how to do things, because you cannot do everything with us. And that's why we need to duplicate. You cannot do everything. Even after you have built the system, you have now managed to understand what you need to do to duplicate your team. Let them now go and duplicate their own teams as well, and be there to support them. That is you empowering them. There's a difference between spoon feeding and empowering. When you're gonna do trainings for your team for the next 3 months, you are spoon feeding those people, and you'll be surprised why they will not work. Right? But as soon as you tell them that, guys, after 5 days, leaders, it's your turn. I'll be there to support you. And there's no mistake in network marketing. You are only here to learn. There's no mistake. As soon as you do that, you are now giving them the freedom to go and grow. And that is the power of duplication. That is the power of duplication. So spoon feeding, we don't leaders, we now teach. We don't take and spoon feed the presentation, spoon feed the product, spoon feed straight challenges. No. They need to come to the street challenge that we're going to do. After that, request a date and the location from them. Leadership, thank you for joining our street challenge. Next month, we are doing it on your terms and at your own time, at your own location. Give us time on this specific date. Let us know when to come and where to come. You are now doing what? You are now not organizing the street challenge. You are giving them, right? You are now duplicating. That way, even if they have managed to now, put out the date, the time, everything is prepared. They have printed the flyers, everything is there. Even if you now fail to come, right? Even if you are now stuck on traffic, you can't make it on time, will they stop? Will they say, no, our leader is not here, let us just go back home? No, they will continue to do it, because you have managed to teach them and duplicate that energy, that skill, everything. You've managed to give it to them. So as soon as you're now focusing on duplicating for your team and teaching them how to duplicate, focus on empowering them, not doing things for them. Right? Make sure that they are independent. They understand that, okay, my leader is here to support me, to empower me, but I am independent now. And as soon as they do that, as soon as someone then goes and organize the location, everything, the flyers for themselves, and they send to the group, yes, leadership, I've managed to organize 1, 2, 3, 4, and because of work, I'll be available on this weekend. Please do come in, let us come and work, or I'll be available on this day. Please let us come and work. As soon as someone does that, how can you empower them after that? Sit down with them, recognize them. Tell them how grateful you are that they were able to understand the whole idea of them being able to actually do a street challenge for themselves. Sit down, if you are able, sit down and reward your team. Imagine, okay, let me just share with you a strategy for you to have a lot of street challenges in your business without you being there, right? Put out a reward system to recognize your team. Put out a reward system to say any leader, right? Any leader that's going to be able to do street challenges in their with their people, or a street challenge you can never do it alone. Any leader that's going to take charge and do street challenges this week. I'm taking only 5 first people that will do the street challenge this week and show us, right, the results, and show us while they are in action, take pictures and all of that, and show us how many people they've managed to come back with. Give us the data. I will take 5 people and I will buy data for you, because I know that in this business we need a lot of data. Your phone is like your mini office. Do a small reward like that. There are leaders that are really using their last money to buy data. So make something very simple like that. You'll be surprised how many leaders will step out and do it because they know that they're going to be recognized. Right? If then you have other leaders as well, you can tell them, leaders, if you go out, right? If you go out to create your own group and add me on that group and add new people on that group and present on that group and do follow-ups on that group, here's your reward. I'll invite you. We're going to have our own morning session. We're going to go out. We're going to eat together. Give them something. Give them something to reward them. Thank you, leadership. Leaders too. I give branded t-shirt as reward. Perfect leadership. I remember with me as well, I really wanted a t-shirt and I had to buy it. And it would have been nice to know that for me to get a t-shirt, I need to work on something. There's a goal that I need to achieve with the business. Trust me, I would have worked so hard for me to achieve that t-shirt because I don't have it and I want to have it. So create a reward for you to empower your team to learn how to duplicate. Create a reward system. It doesn't have to be something big. Let it be something that resonates with them at their own point or at their own level. That way, they will be able to go out and duplicate your business. And that's what I said. That can fall even under your system to say, on our system, as soon as you are able to complete these 5 steps on our system, you start getting your cap, your own branded cap. You now get your own t-shirt that's going to have your name and your contact numbers at the back. That is you empowering your team. So create something like that to empower your team. And when you do that, they will be able to duplicate without you being there. You cannot duplicate alone, leaders. You cannot duplicate alone, trust me. You cannot, because imagine if right now you have 100 people in your team and they all answer to you. Imagine just one morning, all of them, they come to you and tell their story, what's happening in their lives. Imagine that one morning, you talking to 100 of people. When will you get time to go out and do your business? When will you get time to respond to all of them in time? So you need to empower your team for you to understand that I have a proper duplication system and it works. So I have this amazing quote that says empowerment and independence are critical to duplication. You need to empower and make sure that as soon as you empower, you do not do, but you teach so that your team can be independent. I hope you took some of the examples I just gave you to say, to do mastery challenges, right? Don't focus on calling all your team all the time to come to you and do a street challenge with you at a specific location. No, you can do that for team members that are able to actually reach out to you. But for team members that are within different cities, different countries, how will you expect those people to have the same energy, the same love, and the same mindset in terms of doing street challenges if you're not going to have a system that's going to reward them as soon as they become independent? If you're not going to have a system that's going to train them, what exactly do they need to do for them to be independent? So in duplication, your team, they need to be independent, and you need to empower them to do that. You need to empower them. And you'll be surprised how simple duplication can be, leaders. You will be surprised. Right now, let us do the maths, right? We have 3 people that will come to your business. As soon as those 3 people come in, you do not rush on asking them to go and recruit others. You give them enough, a week or 2, teaching them your system, teaching them your business, training them, giving them everything you have, right? Then you tell yourself that, okay, leaders, right now you have passed. I've managed to analyze and make sure that I see how things are going, and I'm so happy for you. I'm proud. And right now, I want you to go then with everything that I've managed to teach you. I now want you to go and find 3 people. Don't look at 10. Just find 3 people this month and bring those 3 people to our group. And with everything that I've managed to teach you, I want to see you teaching your team. Here's the system. Here are the resources. Here's everything. I'll be there. Do you know that those 3 people, they will go and bring 9 people next month? And those 9 people, they will come in with what? They will come on top of a foundation that you have built, on top of a system that you have built. And as soon as your 3 people, they manage to teach those 9 people the system, is it now your responsibility to teach those 9 people the system? It's not your responsibility anymore. It's your downliner's responsibility because you managed to teach them. And now imagine again, those 9 people, they then understand the whole mission, how things work. They then go, they are excited, they know their why. They then go and find their 3 people again. All of these people, they come to a system. They understand how to duplicate. You know, it will make your business grow very powerful. You will be building on the strongest foundation you'll ever find, because those people, they will not depend on you. They will only depend on you for empowerment and support, but they'll not depend on you to say, leadership, what are we doing tomorrow? Leadership, I am working. I don't think I'll be able to do the presentation. But leaders that have managed to then empower others, and leaders that have managed to take that empowerment and find their own independence, they are then able to understand that, okay, you know what? I am now lacking in this department. Let me focus on that. I am now lacking in this department. Let me do my own investment, invest in my own self, in my own abilities. I don't need my team members. And when I'm talking about the type of people, the type of leaders that I'm talking about is the type of leaders that you are. You are here because you invested your own self, your own time. No one pushed you to come and invest. It's because you saw a gap. So imagine if everyone that's going to come to your team, they come inside the system, just like how you are right now. They come, they found the same empowerment. They found everything that's there for them to succeed. It's going to be very easy, guys, to do network marketing. Even people that are doing it the first time, in the next 30 days, it won't feel like it's the first time. But when you get leaders, they come in, we just dump them, we show them the product, we show them the head office, we show them how to buy the product, and we expect them to work. We expect them to have the same attitude like the attitude we have, but we're not sharing the attitude with them. Right? So we need to empower all our people for them to achieve the next big thing. So right now, leaders, what you then need to do after everything that you've done, you now understand the duplication, you understand the system, you have a proper system, everything is now working for you. What do you need to do now? You now need to sit down and monitor and adjust the effort. Track, measure, and improve your duplication system. Know very well that Leader Sabelo is struggling with data all the time. Let me put him in my program where if he does 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll give him data and I'll be able to continue to monitor and track his effort. Right? Do some regular checks up on your team. Monitor how well things are happening. How fast are they moving their next rank? And the nice thing with network marketing, you can even see the points on the system. How much are they selling? You can see everything. Monitor that. Your duplication process, for you to see that it's working, you're only going to see it through the results that you'll get after creating that duplication process. And as soon as you see that, okay, you know what, it's working, Eastern Cape, it's booming, and the leader that is in Eastern Cape, they've managed to master the process, they've managed to master the system. What do you do then? Give them feedback. Give them feedback, organize a lunch with them, organize a Zoom training with them, anything. Give them feedback, sit down with them and say, leadership, I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. You are doing 1, 2, 3, 4. And I remember you said you are doing this because you want to build a house for your mother. And I can tell you right now that dream is going to happen. Nothing is going to stop you. I am proud of you. Right? I am proud of you. And everything that you're going to say to your team members, let me just make this clear. Everything you're going to say to your team members, everything that you're going to do to your team members, they will go and do it to their downliners. That's why I said earlier, be a leader that's going to lead by example. The way you appreciate your team, that's what they will learn. They will go and appreciate other people. They will go in and attract people that understand appreciation. They will go and attract people that will work for them to get appreciated. There are network marketing companies, there are even leaders that as soon as you work with them, it's so hard for you to even understand if they are happy or not with the progress that you have made so far. Because they don't take a simple 5 minutes and say, leadership, I'm so grateful. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Are you still struggling with presentations? No, you are not. I'm proud of you, leadership. So as a leader, you need to then step back, monitor, adjust everything that you need to adjust, track their efforts, give them feedback. Even if it's negative feedback, go and tell them, leadership, remember, it's going to be hard for you to get the money that you want to do this and this and this based on your why. If you are not then coming out and working on the actions that we have put as a team to say we're going to work together to achieve this and this and this and this. Provide feedback if they're not doing well. But understand how to provide that feedback. Because if you help them understand, see their challenges and their mistakes, they'll also be able to see that from their downliners and be able to provide, negative feedback, but put it in a positive manner, a manner that will actually motivate their downliners. Don't go say, if someone said, you know what, leadership, I want to pay off my bond. Don't go then and say, leadership, hey, one day you're going to sleep outside. You are not working. Don't go and just be like that. Talk to them in a polite manner. Tell them, leadership, right now, I'm grateful that you have a roof on top of your head. But can you work harder to make sure that you don't lose that opportunity? Because there are people right now that are sleeping on streets. They wish they had a roof. And we are grateful that we had our roofs every single day. Can you work harder, leadership, for you to achieve your goal? Your goal was to make sure that you pay off your bond. Can we work harder on that? Right? Don't say can you, say can we work harder on that? Because as soon as you say we, they understand that they are not alone. Even if they have challenges, they will understand it's going to be easier for them to come and tell you their challenges. But as soon as you say you this, you that, they will know that, okay, it's me alone. This person, they have their own roof, so they are not bothered with me if I don't have a roof. But if you say we, they understand that, okay, leadership, no, we're going to make this work. But actually, I've been having this challenge right now. Then they'll be able to talk to you because you were able to provide feedback. Right? So as soon as you have a duplication system, if you're not providing feedback, you're not sitting back to adjust it, you're not sitting back to put some source, on that system, to put some motivations, some training. Come on, leaders. That means you are still in a process of learning how to actually understand the whole duplication process. The whole duplication process is not you bringing your first 3 people. It's not. It goes deeper than that. But you need to make it so simple that it actually sits and fits your goals. It actually sits and fits with your strategy, right? And adapt, leaders. As soon as things go south, adapt with the south. As soon as things go north, adapt with the north. Be willing to go out and be out of your shell and adjust in a way that you will make sure that your system goes back on track. Your system will be improved. Your duplications process will work the way you want it to work. Be able to do that, leaders. Please be able to do that, leaders. And looking at the task, I know that I've been skipping tasks from the other slide. I'm gonna skip this one again. We'll come back to it, leaders. Right. So now let us look at our code. Duplication is an ongoing process. You cannot duplicate what and sit back. Duplicate, sit back, adjust, put some source, put some reward system there, right? Then go back and make it work again. If it doesn't work, sit back, analyze, okay, 1, 2, 3 didn't work. Let me just put some source again, go back and do it again. Consistently. Not because you feel like, not because you have now made that 4.5 million rand, you're now gonna stop. Go and do it again. Because the people that have managed to join your team is because they also want to make that 4.5 million rand. So if you're stopping now just because you have made it, what type of leader are you? Right? So make sure that you continuously track and measure your efforts in everything that you do, leaders. Do it all the time. Do it all the time. Now, let us look at things that I know definitely things that are holding a lot of leaders back in terms of being able to duplicate. Right? Yes, let me just go to the comments. I've been ignoring a couple of comments. Yes, the power of duplication. Thank you, leadership. Thank you. That is an eye-opener. Thank you, leadership. And yes, again, leadership, it's true. It's true. If your downloads don't grow, are you going to grow? Never. You will never grow because your people that you have managed to say, come, let us be partners, they are not growing. Because sometimes we treat our downliners as these machines that they need to go and work for us. Those people I treat them, when I used to do network marketing, I'll treat them as partners. They are my business partners. They are not my downliners. Even the word that says down, it's like you are talking down on them. I used to call them my partners. I have business partners in your area that can help you to join the business. I will not say I have downliners in your area that can help you to join the business. I have business partners. And as business partners, with my understanding of business, as business partners, we sit down, we share goals as business partners. We sit down and we strategize together as business partners. We support each other as business partners. Emotionally, financially, we support each other as business partners because we understand that for the success of this business to work, all the business partners, they need to work together. So the word downliners for me, yes, we use it every day, but trust me, as soon as you treat your people as business partners, you will see a lot of progress as well. So let us look at the things that are holding us back. Let us think that might have been holding you back in the past from duplicating and making sure that you understand and you have a proper duplication system. Micromanagement. Micromanagement, it's one of the biggest challenges in duplication. Other people, they don't want their team members to do better. They don't want their team members to surpass them. They don't want that. They feel like my team member is going to take the spotlight. I don't want that. They feel like my team member, it's going to come and they'll be more successful more than me. So if you micromanage other people, right? If you're a leader that tries to control everything, when you're doing a training, you're doing a presentation, you don't give your leaders the opportunity to come and talk, voice out. You don't listen to their concerns. You just want to be the one. Even when it's time to do activities, everyone must listen to you. You are micromanaging your team. And with my experience, I know how it feels if you are at work and your boss just wants you to jump as soon as they say jump. As soon as they say go down, you must go down. You feel so unwanted. You feel so unfit for that group of people because you don't have an option to voice out and give your input. So as soon as you move away from micromanaging your team, making sure that you give them the power, you empower them to be independent, you empower them to learn what you have learned, you empower them to make money, you will solve this problem of duplication in your team. You will solve it early in the morning. You will solve it early in the morning, leaders. If you have found one thing, just one thing that works for you, do not want to be praised alone for that thing. Let your whole company that you work for be surprised to say, how come more than 20 people, they do this so well? And those people, they will tell the company, no, man, our upline, our business partner, she taught us or he taught us how to do this. And that's why the company is doing so well. When you help people, it's not about you getting credit. You will get your credit when the time is right. It's all about you making sure that you give them the opportunity to grow, you give them the opportunity to duplicate all your teachings. So do not micromanage your team. Do not be the one that has a voice. We all have a voice. Do not be the one that has a voice in your team. You will be surprised how smart and how powerful other people are as soon as you're able to give them a chance to show you their true potential. But there's no leader in your team that will show you their true potential if you're not giving them the opportunity to do that, if you're micromanaging them, right? Another thing, please do not complicate your duplication system, leaders. Do not use big, smart words in terms of explaining it. Do not duplicate it, leaders. Make it so simple that Even a 5-year-old will understand it as time goes by. Don't make it fancy. Don't make it feel like it's a competition. No, make it so simple, leaders. Make it so simple. I've managed to give you a lot of examples of how you can make a system. Make it so simple, leaders. Just so simple. If right now you want your team member to start, focusing on doing their monthly orders in the business, put that in your system. Tell them, leadership or my business partner, in this business, it's very important that each and every month, the toothpaste that we're gonna sell, you don't sell it to anyone, but you sell it to yourself first. Because as soon as you get an opportunity to present that toothpaste to someone else, you need to be the testimonial. That is you giving them a simple, clear thing that they need to do as a system for them to make sure that they do their retaining order, or they just make sure they come back and reorder and rebuy on the system. Because I know that in network marketing, most of the companies, they do want you to buy each and every month to make sure that you get a certain award for that. And when your team understand that I need to do this every day, and by doing that, they now teach their own teams, and now they now start to see and reap, the benefits of that when they now get, a certain percentage from their retail bonus or whatever reason. They'll now understand why you were teaching them that system. And if it's so simple, they will understand it like 1, 2, 3, and do it and duplicate it. So your whole system in terms of duplication, let it be easy. Do not overcomplicate it. And in terms of the resources, right? Excuse me, leaders, let me go to this comment. From Leader Charles, my coach helped me here. You approach a prospect and introduce the business, and you try all tricks in the back, but okay. You cannot buy your stuff. So leadership, when someone says their money it's not enough, you have nothing to do with leadership. I'm sorry to go off topic, but if someone says their money is not enough, you have nothing to do with leadership. You have done your job. That's why I always say, if you are doing a presentation, if you get an opportunity to talk to one person, don't look at the surrounding, don't look at where you will do the presentation. Just focus on you and that person. If you're able to give them the best presentation, they understand the business right there on spot. They understand, they just want the business. Money will not be an issue. They might join tomorrow, they might join next year, but money will never be an issue. Right? That's why we have people right now, they are able to buy phones worth 45,000 because they have developed love for that specific phone. But someone that now says, you know what, I have 100,000 and I'm going to buy a 2,000 phone. It's not because they can't afford it. It's because they don't see a reason why they need to buy that expensive phone for 45,000. So money should not be an issue as soon as your client tell you that I don't have money. Do not focus on that. Focus on, did I leave the seed? If you did leave the seed, then do your follow-ups. That's when you will see more results. That's when you will see more results. Because even now, Leader Charles, I can come to you and say, leadership, please buy this car right now. If you don't have money, but you love the car, as soon as you get money in your network marketing business, as soon as you use that car as your motivation for you to get where you want to be, will you not come back and buy that car if you really, really love it? You'll come back and buy it. So sometimes we feel bad when leaders say, I don't have money. We feel like there's something wrong with me, or there's something wrong with my business, or my business is expensive. Your business is not expensive, leadership. It's just a matter of you aligning and finding people that will afford it. And it's just a matter of you presenting your business in a way that you are leaving a seed. So people, as soon as they see the gap in their life and they see that you are the bridge for them to get where they want to get, they will come, they will give you their money. They will even go and borrow money to make sure that they come and join the business. So you need to leave them with that mindset to say, look, I don't have money, but I think I'm going to go to the bank. I cannot miss this. I cannot miss this. Right? Thank you for your question, leadership. And then training and resources leaders. That can hold you back again in terms of recruiting. If you don't give your team enough resources, you don't give them, or even set clear goals, set clear tools that they need to do and have on a daily basis for them to succeed in their business. It's going to be hard for you to actually help them duplicate their business. It's going to be hard for you as well to duplicate your business, because you might be the best in terms of branding. But if your whole team doesn't have branding, you're the only one. Are you winning in terms of duplication, or you are winning alone? Imagine now if the whole team, they have a proper branding, their social media on par, they are just doing so well. Who's winning? You are now all winning. So not giving your team all and enough resources that you have, that might stop you from making sure that you duplicate your business. And do not fear losing control, leaders. Do not fear losing control. You can't be in control forever. Remember, we are not here in network marketing to be influencers, to be celebrities, to be praised. We are not here to do that. We are here to change lives. We are here to provide value. So when you provide value, let other people provide value as well. Don't be the one that is well known by providing value. We only know Leader Sabelo. Leader Sabelo is the only one that can sell this product. No one else in our team can sell this product. Don't be that leader. Don't fear that as soon as I teach Leader Sabelo the skill, Leader Sabelo is going to be too much. Don't fear losing control, because when you lose control, right, as soon as you lose control, you're actually gaining more control over the things that you have been missing out on. As soon as you lose control on something, trust me, you're going to have bigger goals that you need to take control of. And by losing control to your team members, understanding when to lose control, what should I lose control on? That way you'll be able to duplicate your business very, very fast, leaders. You'll be able to create a very, very powerful system that's going to empower your whole team. Right? So far, leaders, please let me know. Are you still with me? Don't sleep, leaders. Please don't sleep. Are you still with me? Give me some fire. Let me see that you are here. Please, leaders, I would really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much, leaders. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. We are always on fire. 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 Thank you, leaders. Thank you, leaders. Thank you, leaders. So now, let us now understand that we've managed to cover everything about duplication. We've managed to cover, even now, looking at the things that are holding us back, we now at least have a clear understanding what to do and what not to do. Now, I want us to look at this very important slide. The skills for you to then be able to go and do everything that we have learned so far in terms of recruiting. Everything that is happening around us, everything that we do, leaders, there's a skill involved. There's a skill involved. And in network marketing, you cannot be a good leader without having the proper leadership skills. You cannot be able to develop a proper duplication system if you don't have the proper skills for you to duplicate your business, for you to teach your team how to duplicate the business. And in network marketing, the very important skill that I've been, talking about, it's the one that we see right now. It's communication. We cannot duplicate just by sitting back and not saying anything. For you to duplicate, you need to teach, talk, show, lead by example. So throughout all that process, what do you need to do? You need to talk every day. You need to consistently talk to your team, give feedback, give strategies. So communication leaders, I cannot explain it enough. It is very important. And if you are not selling yourself and putting it in your vision board that from today, I am the best communicator, I am the best at this, if you're not going to take it and put it in your vision board right now, trust me, leaders, it's going to be hard for you to grow in the business because you're going to lack communication. You will only communicate when you feel like. You will only communicate when you feel comfortable. You will not communicate even if you are in a situation where you are now feeling uncomfortable, and it's time now for you to actually come out of your shell and start doing something that is uncomfortable in front of other people. You will not be able to grow your business. So communication leadership is very important, leaders, for you to understand and to make sure that you learn the proper skills to grow your business. Right? Now, you have a communication skill. You are now able to communicate the duplication process to your team, everything. Now, do you have the leadership skill to lead your team as they grow? Do you have the proper leadership skill for you to mentor your team as they grow? Are you able to inspire others? Or are you going to teach them the duplication process and then you are nowhere to be found? You're now going to disappear. Are you going to do that, or you're going to be there and mentor them throughout the whole process? Leadership and mentorship, that's a skill that you also need to understand and have. It's not going to help you just today, but it's going to help you in a very, very long run. Right? Empowerment. I've said this earlier. For you to then start repeating the duplication process, stop doing it, start empowering, start teaching. You need to understand how to empower your team members. Provide them the right tools, the necessary resources, the necessary training. Understand when to encourage them, how to encourage them. That is you empowering your team. And while you are able to empower, you are able to communicate, you are able to then lead your team. Are you going to do it once, or are you going to be consistent with that? Consistency is a key, not only in duplication, it's a key throughout your whole network marketing business. There is nothing in network marketing business that you will achieve without you being consistent. There is nothing. You need to be consistent, leaders. In everything that you do, you need to be consistent. If you're going to mentor your team, mentor them every day based on your schedule. Mentor them as you said you're going to do it. Don't mentor them because I like leadership Sabelo, right? Because I like leadership Stu, I'm going to mentor. I like leadership Chris, I'm going to, no, mentor everyone. That is your job as a leader. That is your job. Right? And that is the skill that you need to create. It's a skill that you need to create every day, leadership. So as soon as you are now able to do this, Then it's going to be easier for you to then sit back and watch everything happens, watch everything unfold while you are sitting there, while you are empowering, while you are supporting your team. Right. So right now, leaders, I want to give you an opportunity. I want to just sit back. Excuse me. I want to then allow you to come out and ask any questions that you might have. Then we're going to go back, and then I'm just going to touch base on the actions that you then need to do. Any questions, leaders? This is your time. This is your moment, your moment. Please let me know, leaders, any questions that you have. Any questions, leaders? Any questions? You can just type in the comment section, and then I will read it and make sure that I assist you. Okay, we have the first. Okay, all is clear. All is clear. Thank you so much, leadership. Thank you so much. Leader Charles, if I get you correct, coach, you're saying duplication is you as the leader leading in front and later on seat. Okay, leadership. Yes, leadership, Chris. Excuse me, leadership, Charles. The whole idea of duplication is not for you to be there all the time. It's for you to watch things unfold without you being there. That is the whole point of duplication. Duplication is not you making sure that things only happen when you're there. Things need to happen without you being there, because you have now managed to duplicate the system. But to duplicate the system, you start with you first. You need to work on everything that you need to work on, yourself, your system, everything. Then take that, teach it to your team. As soon as you see that the ship is actually now moving, then watch your team duplicates their own teams as well, while you then focus on the other teams. That is the whole point of duplication. Duplication is not you doing everything by yourself. It's you empowering others to do the same thing for you to achieve the same goals. Right. We have Leader Mimi. Leader Mimi is struggling with the system. Okay, so Leader Mimi, there's so many different ways to create a system, and there's so many systems that you can create. But a system is just a simple, it's the steps, leadership. It's just simple steps that someone has to take, has to follow as soon as they are in your team to achieve the next goal. It's just that, leadership. It's simple as that. If I can give you an example of a system that you can go now and implement. If you have a team right now, right, teach them how to set their goals. For instance, just teach them how to set their goals. You now understand they need to have their why, they need to create a vision board. You now understand a lot of things about goal setting. Then take it and write it down and say, day 1, you need to do this. Day 2, you need to do this. Day 3, you need to do this. That is you creating a system. And with that system, you can then share it with your team to say, hi, thank you for joining our business. Look, here's a system. Go through this, do this on day 1, explain it to them, show it to them. That is you creating a system. So in network marketing, very few people have systems because they just do network marketing from the head, but the system will make things very, very easier for you. It will make things very easier for you. Leaders do. There are leaders who just want to, become independent. I struggle. Okay, leadership. Would you? It depends, leadership. I'm just trying to find a better way to make you understand this. Would you let go of something that you really, really need, leadership? Would you let go of that thing? Would you let go of something that is really important to you, something very, very crucial, something that is helping you to change your life? Will you let go? It will be hard for you to let go, but if then that thing or someone comes and teach you how to become that thing, how to get that thing, then you'll be able to say, okay, even if tomorrow I cannot find this thing, but I know where to find it. I know what to do to find it. So in this business of network marketing, if we are teaching our leaders the right thing, but we're not spoon feeding them in terms of resources, in terms of financial support and all of that, if you are not spoon feeding them, then it's easier for us to then unleash them and give them activities and tasks that they need to perform by themselves so that we can support them. But through that whole process, leaders, they really, really want to tap into someone that is doing well. And you as a leader, you then have the responsibility to choose who you want to help right now in this situation and support based on where you want to grow in your business. Because you cannot be a leader that talks to 1,000 people under your team. You talk to everyone under your team. That's why we have a duplication process to make sure that if I am responsible for my first 100 people, then the 100, they need to be responsible for the 100 as well. So the leaders that are struggling leadership to actually go and be independent, please find ways to help them. Let us find ways, give them challenges that they need to do. And also understand from your side, what is it exactly that they want from you? Do they come to you because they want support? Do they come to you because they want financial support? Do they come to you because they want to learn? Do they come to you because they feel like if they are in your space, they work better, they are more motivated? Find out what exactly do they want. And you are able, as soon as you're able to find exactly what they want, then take that thing and teach it to them. Show it to them how it's done. Give it to them by empowering them. That way, you can then, for instance, if I always come to you, leadership, because I love doing street challenges with you. Tell me, leadership Sabelo, I'm glad that you are always with me when you're doing street challenges. But, right now, I want to do it with you. Please organize a street challenge. I'll come and I'm going to support you. Then allow me to go out and organize the street challenge. Come and support me. Be there. But after that, tell me, leadership Sabelo, do another street challenge, but I'll tell you if I'm available or not. Now you are now, pushing them out, but pushing them out with empowerment to continue do what they wanted to get from you, because they know that you are there to support them. So I hope that makes sense with you and you are able to get your answer, leadership. Okay, let me see. Are you not able to unmute yourself, leaders? Please, if you're able to unmute yourself, please do unmute yourself, leaders, so that it's going to be easier for us to talk instead of reading all these comments. It's going to make things easier for us. Leader Mimi, okay, can I just talk to Leader Mimi? Leader Mimi, based on your question on the comment section, since we have already an already system that is running, yes, how do you then create a different system? The system will depend.
Yes.
The system will depend on what do you want to focus on right now. Does the company comes in and give people empowerment in terms of how they can, build their own goals? Does the system do that consistently, or they train, or they give us a system that teaches us about the product, teaches us about the minor things in the business? Because I know the companies that we work for in network marketing, they will not go deeper in terms of you understanding your personal why. They will not go deeper because they cannot understand and they cannot connect with everyone. But you as a leader, you are able to then build your own system that will allow your team to do that. You are able to build your own system that will allow your team to come and learn how to get prospects from different countries. Your company might not be able to teach you how to do branding online, how to do marketing online. They might not be able to do that. But if you're able to do that and you've done it and it's working, create your own system then where you're going to teach your own team and show them and empower them how to do it. That is you creating your own different system based on the goal that you actually want to focus on. I hope that's clear leadership.
Yeah, it is, but I'm still trying to figure it out. How best? Are you saying I have to come out with my own ways of running business outside of the company system? Because right now we have the system that we have that give us guidances that leads us in doing things. Then when you are talking of me coming out with the system, how best can I understand that? Because the system part, I can hear you, Leader Sabelo. You're talking about me having a system. But then my question, I'm a bit of confused, Eliko. I don't know how I'm trying to understand it, but I'm failing. Because right now, we have to follow the leader. We have to follow the company organization, the organizational system. Then if I am bringing in my system, where does it stand?
Okay.
Because I think there is a key point there, but I really don't understand it.
Okay, leadership. Let us first understand what is a system. A system is a steps of doing a specific task. That is a system.
A way of doing things in an organization.
That's a system.
It is as good as an organizational culture, and
we can even put it like that, leadership. That is a system. So here I'm not talking about I'm not talking about an online system where you can log in, where you can go and do your orders. I'm not talking about that type of system. I'm talking about a system that when people come in, they will be able to follow you. Okay, let me just ask you this question. Right now, what works best for you when you are presenting? What works best for you? How do you find confidence?
What works best for me?
Yes. How do you find confidence as soon as you are presenting your business? Yes, leadership. Let me know. That's a question. What works best for you?
There are a lot of things that come as factors when it comes to presentation. Firstly, I study my audience. I have to first understand my audience before I present, so that I go according to the audience's interest. That's the first step that I do. If I'm presenting to the rural areas, I won't present as if I am presenting to the urban areas. That's the first step I do. Then I gather my strength first. I reboost my charisma, my ability to talk. Maybe I enhance communication. What do you say? The skills, depending on the audience.
Let us stop there, leadership.
Yes.
Can you then take that and write it down so that when someone wants to present in your business, they use the same thing.
Okay.
That is
okay.
a system.
Now it makes sense. Otherwise, you're saying I have to implement my leadership skills to my downliners and teach them. That's duplication, right?
That's duplication. But now you're
Maybe
making
I
it.
was missing.
Yes.
Missing on that.
Yes, but now you're not just making it a duplication, you're making it a system to say, even if now someone comes into a business the first time, they've never done network marketing, you don't have to allow them to go out and suffer first. What you're going to do, you're going to send them that presentation or that PDF or whatever to say, look, this is what this is how we do things. Please go and learn how to do this right now. That is you giving them a system. That's why I even made an example to say, when you go to work and work the first time, no company will expect you to start performing like someone that has been in the business for the past 5 years. They will give you induction to introduce you to the business, to introduce you to the policies
The system, yes.
to the policies of the business. Look at people that right now go and work as drivers, taxi drivers, truck drivers, bus drivers. You don't go there and I know how to drive, and then you just take the truck and drive. They tell you your destination is to go from 1 to 3. This is the person that you need to report to. This is where you need to actually offload. This is where you need to rest if you are tired. They give them that. That is the system leadership. And in network marketing, we need to have the same thing to make our duplication process easier. Because imagine if right now, everyone that joins in your business, they cannot present very well, and you're the only one that can present very well, but you are not putting that on the system and duplicating it to your team so that they can also do that for themselves. Are you with me, leadership?
Yes. It is now coming.
It's now coming.
There is a light somewhere. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm seeing something now.
No, as time goes on, you will understand it. But that's why I just made an example. Take your way of presenting and just write it down. All the things that you do, the things that you think about, the things that you first look at, the things that you analyze, take it all and put it down. That is you creating a simple system of how to present and how you can also allow your team to present.
Thank you.
Thank you, leadership. Anyone else? The floor is open. Open your mic. Let us talk, leaders. Let us talk, leaders. And do you really understand the duplication process right now?
Thank you, leadership.
Thank you, leader Chris. Thank you so much.
Actually, I'm so inspired by your word of wisdom and your teachings. It's really an eye-opener. We're learning every day. We're learning every day. So I can tell you. I can see through with the duplication, the work you're making this work easier for you.
Yes.
So that it will not be everything that we're calling you to do it every time. There are some certain things someone be telling me, do this thing for me, but I have been trying to teach them. This is the system, but they are all failing. Some of them are failing to understand this is the system, because imagine me, maybe I have a team in Swaziland. Me traveling to go to Swaziland to go and show them one simple thing.
Yeah, it's gonna be too much.
And time. Yes. So looking at what you are unveiling to us, I really understand. It's very, very helpful. But there's one thing I want to emphasize here. In my team, when anyone who I bring into the business,
yes,
I create a special group for them all those people who come in contact directly under me.
Yes.
Now, I've been feeding them. I normally feed them with information. But one thing that always get me off the hook, when I call for meeting, like to do this duplication you are talking about, to tell them, I want to ask, as now when anyone who join under me, this business, I want to know their primary goal first. I normally talk to them privately. Then I call for meeting. Okay, I set up a Zoom meeting on that group. We're going to have a discussion. I mark very particular subject that we're going to talk. I want to know where are you not getting it right? Where do you want to know? I want to hear everyone. Could you imagine that I can call up that meeting? Nobody it could be some of them are coming late. I fix a time for 8 o'clock. I remind them. Nobody will pitch up. Then I made it another day, spending my own time and money. I want to duplicate. I want to show you people what you might not know in this business. Nobody pitch up. In that regards, I now presume that they have known this. They know all about this, because what I'm learning from you, network marketing is deeper than what we just. If I should know this earlier when I joined this company, I can tell you I would be, but a Rome is not built in a day. But I know something huge. Something energetic is coming out from me. After this, I say one thing to you. After this training, I will not be the same person you know before.
Thank you so much,
So
leadership.
I'm coming. So when I'm calling for meeting for people, my team, I want to have a Zoom meeting with them like what we're doing today. No, they are not pitching up. What do I do in that regard? In other words, what I'm trying to do is when I'm duplicating, right?
Yes.
When I'm duplicating, I am taking quantities. I'm taking quantity. Now, when I've realized from those quantities, now I begin now to choose the quality. The people I know that are ready to work. I'm marking them. I'm marking those people like what you say. Show them, empower them, right?
Yes.
I'm empowering one or two who I see, this person. I want to make, for example, there's someone who have been following me. He have been following me, even anywhere I travel, he follow my status. One day, I see, hey, this woman can be able to work. Like what you said to me is an eye opener. You see some people, they are willing to work, but they don't have money to start. Then I say, okay, I've seen the zealous in this woman. Let me do one thing. I say, okay, I'm going to start the business to activate account for her. Let me see what she can do. Now I'm bringing her into try to show her this business. I say, I give you one tax. I want to see if you are willing to do this thing. You are now 1 month in this business register. You want to tell me ever since you register, you cannot be able to bring one person in this business. How will you work? How did this thing going to work? Now I use my money to open that business for you now. Now I want you leadership. To show me.
Yes. Thank you for that, leadership. But look, duplication doesn't really depend only in you having team discussions.
Okay.
Duplication can also be done as easy as making sure that the first person you're going to talk to, they understand and you can see progress. Even if they now fail to attend as a group. Attending as a group should not be a challenge, because being in the group doesn't mean that you're gonna come and do well. The only thing that should matter is that, are you doing what I have taught you? So some people, they might not be available, and it also goes back to you understanding and asking them one by one. There was a training, why couldn't you attend? Let them give you their explanation, and let them give you as well their word to say, next time I'll not have this challenge, or next time I'll do this. But duplication, if you still have an opportunity to talk to your new people almost every day, try and talk to them one-on-one. Take that 10 minutes, that 5 minutes, talk to them one-on-one, help them. That way, they'll be able even to do it, even if they are not part of the group, even if they are not part of, the Zoom or the WhatsApp training, they'll be do it because they got that directly from you, their top business partner, right? And if you now look at the person that you're gonna help and bring into the business, and now they're not recruiting anyone, I think in that instance, you should have started with that first. You should have started with asking them, bring these type of people, I'll present to them for you. And as soon as they join, I will then place them under you, because I'm going to help you to join the business. That's what we should have started with, to understand if they are really hungry for the business. Because sometimes people might be hungry for something from a distance. As soon as it's time to work, they do something else. Because I remember with me as well, back then, when I see someone that really, really wants the business, they come to me, they tell me, I don't have money. I used to tell them, look, forget about money. I'll give you the t-shirt, I'll give you the cap. You are now a member, right? You have the t-shirt, you have the cap, you are now a member. Here's the process, go, let us start working. As soon as someone says, I've got someone, they want to join, then I will see it fit to invest in that person, to say, leadership, let me help you sign up first, so that you're gonna get a commission out of this person, because I now see my results. Because remember, in network marketing, we are not doing charity, we are building. So you cannot build someone by first giving them the very important thing to help them join the business, while you haven't managed to train them, to build them, while you don't even understand if they will love to do the street challenge or not. So in that manner, start with what they're supposed to do first as soon as they join the business. Then from there, see them grow. As soon as they then have someone to come and join the business, as soon as they have someone that wants to come and buy a lot of stock, then you will see it fit leadership to actually support them. Thank you so much, leadership.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, my leader. Anyone else, leaders? Anyone else? Anyone else? This is your moment, leaders. Talk to me.
Can I come again, Leader Sabelo?
Please do, leadership.
Yes, on the comment section, I had written my comment saying, what do I do if my upline is coming down to my downliners and distract them and destroy them? You spoke about a sensitive topic when you said you find some other leaders, they don't want to see their downliners grow. Then you find that I go, I plant, and I do the recruiting, I train my downliners. After doing that, like in my organization, we have some packages, and there is another one that we say is a gold package. So what we do, we organize our teams maybe into 10 or 5. We create a group to help each other grow.
Yes.
Then you find that your upline comes down to that group that you have organized and destroy them and take them and put them to their to her groups. From there, they gather the monies, and she or he doesn't tell you what is happening. After that, you find that there is some monies that your downliners have paid. Am I clear?
Yes,
that
yes,
they
leadership.
have paid, but But due to that, other people have not paid the monies. Your downliner's money will be held by your upliner without you knowing. You see, for some months, or maybe I say, in my case, we have almost 2 years. There is some money that is being held by my upliner, but the monies are for my downliner, which were destroyed in their groups. So how best, because he is the leader, he is guiding me. I am supposed to rely on him at some point. And the organization maybe might be trusting that person more than I myself. So that suffocation, how do I deal with it? How best can I deal with it? Because we are facing the challenges from the upliners destroying our teams. How can we grow? We plant, they uproot. We plant, they uproot. Up to when?
Okay, leadership. Let us first try to understand. Just make me understand. So this holding back, does it happen through the company system that is supposed to pay your downliners commission? Or
no,
how does it happen?
I say it, we come together. Let me just say we pay 2,220 for say we are 10, we pay 2,220 inclusive of a product transportation. Then that money is taken maybe from 8 downliners.
Yes.
Then 2 downliners doesn't pay. Then the downliner then says, if you cannot, I cannot wait for these ones to pay. Since you are holding up to my monies, give me the products so that I can be working. The upliner is refusing with the money. He's refusing with the product as well for 2 years. Is it how best can I deal with that?
So in that manner, leadership, that is fraud. So that is fraud. And you have all the right to report that upliner. And when we're talking about money, even your downliners, they have all the right to actually report that person to the authorities, because they pay,
especially when it comes the time value for the money. How can someone hold someone's money for 2 years? He's holding products, he's holding the money at the same time. So how
look, leadership, you then need to understand that it's not fruitful for you to say, I need this person as my upliner, if you need such a person in your life or in your business, if they're not doing what you came to the business to do. So be ready to remove yourself from them, right? That's the first thing that you need to do as a leader. As soon as you are ready to do that, make sure that you report that person, because these are the things that we fight for every day. People, they are dragging the network marketing name down the drain because they end up taking bad opportunities and scamming other people just because they believe in them, just because they trust them. So do report that person, leadership, because this is not something that you can do to actually help your team. It's not something that you can train them with. It's not something that you can empower them with. This is their hard-earned money, and someone is not giving it back. That person is not doing what they were supposed to do. So please do report that, because if you're gonna let it slide right now, imagine if right now you get 10 people that will join your team again, and they become your stars right now, they become your diamonds, and then they fall into the trap of the same person again. Are you going to complain with the same thing again, leadership? While you failed to do the right thing from the first place. Do not be afraid to remove yourself from your upliner if your upliner is not aligned with your vision and with your goal. Do not be afraid, because when that upliner goes down the drain, you'll go down the drain with them. I've seen it. You'll go down the drain with them while you are feeling like, I'm afraid, this person is connected. No one is more connected in this network marketing business than the person that you believe you are. Because I can tell you right now, each and every network marketing company, they have their own vision leadership. That's why when we started with building first. They have their own vision. They have their own system. They have their own goals. They know why they did that. They invested a lot of money creating this network marketing company. So they will not stop doing it because you're going to leave the company. They will not stop doing it because you're saying their products are not working. They will not stop doing it until they achieve their vision and their goal. So do not think that one person is bigger than the company. No one is bigger than the company. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your business partners. Stand up for the business. Please do that, leadership.
Thank you so much.
Please do that, leadership.
I will. I promise.
Please do that, because there are people that have been scammed right now, because that's a scam. That is fraud. You can actually
They've been demoralized. They've been demoralized. They are no longer working because they are struggling. They don't have money. They had only that money that they wanted to work with, and that money was robbed from them.
And you know that when they explain the story, your name gets dragged on that as well.
Yes.
So you cannot allow that to keep on happening in leadership. That is actually fraud. And that person might actually go to jail if these people, they were to take action, because even the company, they have the right to take action, because that person is also dragging down the name of the company. So that is very bad leadership. That is very, very bad.
But it is happening.
Let us stop leadership. if it's happening under your nose, let us stop leadership. Because if you can right now take charge and stand up for this, even your downliners, they'll be able to also do the same thing in future. Because the company will.
Thank you so much, leader.
Thank you so much, leadership. The company cannot suffer because of one person. So yes, leadership. Thank you for your question there. I hope you find a way, and I hope next time you will give me feedback and tell me how things are going and how things are happening with that situation. Okay, now
I will. Thank you.
Thank you so much, leadership. So now I want us to go back, leaders. I want us to then go back. We started with what? We started with you leading by example, right? I will share the slides, but let me just go through this quickly. I want you to do this task, right? I was able to give you a proper understanding of duplication and the system, right? So I want you to actually write down maybe top 5 key activities, right? And the steps, exactly how you do it, how you say it, things that you do on a daily basis for your business to grow. Write it down and share it with your team. Right? Share it with your team. Tell them, leaders, I make a lot of sales because I do this. I make a lot of sales because I say this. I'm able to recruit more people and give more value because I do this. Make it like a proper step. Write it down to them and share it to them. That is you creating a process, right? That is you creating a system. Then what you can do again on this task, set goals, right? I think we managed to do that on our homework from day one, to set your personal goals and to create a daily action plan on what you're going to do, everything that you're going to do before you go to bed. We covered all of that. Then write down the personal goals that you have done, that you have created. Show your team how to do that. Show your team how you can work, or how are you going to work on a daily basis for you to achieve those goals. Take that and share it with them and ask them to do the same thing. When you do that, that is you duplicating. As soon as everyone in your team, they understand how to set their personal goals, and now they are so fired up to work in this business to achieve their personal goals, your duplication process, it's working. Your duplication process, it's working, leaders. Right? Again, what I want you to do now, as soon as you are done with that, you are now focusing on empowering your team. Then write down specific things, even if it's small things, write down specific things to say, leaders, the way I invite, I say this, write down the script, what you actually say to people. Write it down so that your team can go and duplicate it. The more they say it to their prospects, the more their prospects will connect with them and join your business and grow your team. But don't just say, hi, leaders, when I wake up, I go to Facebook and I start talking to people. How do you talk to people? Where do you find those people? How do you see those people? How do you respond to those those people? That is you empowering your team, because you're now going to show them exactly step by step to say, this is what I do, this is what I say, and this is what how I actually respond to these people. Then the last task that I want you to do, leaders, conduct at least every week. I know it's get busy, but put it on your calendar, put it on your phone, make that alarm there so that you're going to remember. Every week, take some time and analyze your business. Meet your team, WhatsApp, Zoom, meet your team, talk to them. Leaders, I know for the past 7 days, we've been struggling with selling. How are the sales going now? What can we do better? How can I support you? How can I empower you to actually do better, to get more sales? How can I empower you to actually get more prospects? When you do that, you conduct those meetings. Meetings, they help a lot in terms of keeping the motivation fire going on. Imagine if right now you get motivated and you don't do that thing for the next 5 years. Will you stay on that same motivation? There's a lot of things that happen on our daily lives. So what you then need to do, you need to make sure that you consistently go back and check if this thing is working. You consistently go back and check if the process is still on par. So please, leaders, go and conduct those meetings. They don't have to be fancy. They don't have to be, just go and conduct meetings. Send a proper, something simple as a WhatsApp voice note. Understand if these systems that you have put, they are actually working for you. So what I will do, I will share the slides on our group so that you can, take note of these actions that you need to do. And this obviously falls part of your homework, leaders. This will fall part of your homework. As soon as you're able to do this, it's going to help you a lot. So this is the end of our training, the end of our day 3 today. Anything from your side, leaders? Anything from your side? Anything from your side, leaders? Your feedback, your questions, let me know. Let me know. But so far, it's been amazing, leaders. It's been amazing. I know that you all decided to take this opportunity to grow. And I want to tell you that nothing is going to stop you from here, leaders. Nothing is going to stop you. It doesn't matter your situation right now. It doesn't matter where you grow up, how you grow up. All of that doesn't matter. The only thing that matters now, it's you building a proper foundation. It's you going out and recruiting the right people for your team. The only thing that matters now, it's you making sure that everything that you have learned, you then go out and you duplicate it. Right? So let me know. Do you have any questions, leaders? Let me know if you have anything to say. If you want to say thank you, it's fine. Say it. If if you want to ask a question, come, say it, leaders. This is your chance. This is your moment, because we've been enjoying this and it's been so amazing, leaders. It's been so amazing. Leader Mimi, you are happy. Thank you so much. Leaders too. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, leaders. You've been amazing. You've been amazing for taking some time to focus on your business. That is you being awesome. That is you being a leader. That is you having the millionaire mindset. That is all on you, leaders. That is all on you, leaders. So right now, I just want to say thank you, leaders. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Leader Mimi says she wished this was a 7-day program. Leaders, there's so many things that we're still gonna learn together. There's so many things that you're still gonna learn together. But the first thing that I need you to do, make sure that you are live, you are connected with me throughout all the social media platforms, because that's where I get the opportunity to talk with everyone. That's why I get the opportunity to actually announce, say anything that's going to be happening with everyone. So if you are on our WhatsApp group, but you are not on my socials, Facebook and Instagram, just even if right now you are able to go and watch our trading, but you are not subscribed on my YouTube channel, then it's not my fault if you're gonna miss out. It's not gonna be my fault. That's gonna be all on you, leaders. That's gonna be all on you. So, leaders, thank you so much. Okay. Yes. Leader Maureen. I hope you are on the WhatsApp group. Please confirm, is everyone here on our WhatsApp group? Are you on the VIP WhatsApp group, everyone that is here? Because all the trainings are there. All the trainings are there, leaders. The recording, it's there. The recordings are there, leaders. Just go and watch it over the weekend, so that on Monday, we're able to then start with our, mentorship for the next 5 days and see how I can support you and help you move forward. Yes, so if you're on the group, what do you need to do? As soon as you go to the group again, scroll back on everything that was said. Do not miss any conversation on the group. A lot of people, they join the group. If everything was said and they were not part of it, they just forget about it and let go. So that way you're gonna miss a lot of things. So go back and read everything that we're talking about. That's where you're gonna find the links that I actually sent to the group. And that's where you're gonna find other slides that I've sent previously. Okay, leaders. This is our goodbye. This is our good night for today. Let me know. Are you in a point where now you are able to take these 3 trainings and put them together and create a powerhouse for your business? Do you see a vision of you doing that right now? Do you see the way forward of you doing that right now? Because that's why I started with building your mindset. Because imagine if I was to teach you everything that we are learning now, but you don't even have a why in your business. You don't have a proper mindset for this business. You were easily going to go out of this training and continue with what you were doing. So I started from the background so that I can build you. So I hope that you do see the way. Yes, okay, I see some comments there. Thank you, leaders. Thank you, leaders. I hope that you do go out, you make this work, you work hard on yourself, you work hard on your business, and you try by all means to be the best person that you want to be. You try by all means to achieve everything that you want to achieve through the power of network marketing. Through the power of network marketing. Leaders, I'm grateful. I thank you. I will see you. I will see you again. So next week, how we're gonna do this? We will actually do a small Zoom sessions, 5 to 10 minutes, just to find out how you're doing. We can even do WhatsApp voice notes so that we can communicate and see how you are doing, leaders. So that's how I'll be able to support you. Thank you, leaders. Thank you so much, leaders. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, Leader Charles. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your leadership. I really appreciate you. So I will see you again. I really need, but it's fine. We're gonna talk about that next week. But what I need from you, leaders, is that we need to then take some time and see how we can do something that makes you feel uncomfortable, so that you can say, I have learned something new. I have learned something new. I have learned a new skill. You can only learn a new skill by doing something that is uncomfortable. Leaders, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, leaders. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, I'm just so grateful, leaders, for your support, for you being here. You have no idea. You have no idea. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So goodbye. This is our goodbye. And if you have
Thank you.
Thank you so much, leadership. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, leadership. I'm really, really grateful for this. You have no idea. Leadership, I know, but we can't. we can't, leadership. That's why good night, my leader. That's why I encourage you to follow me on social media, because shortly I will start giving out more video content online, more TikTok, more YouTube. I'll start making sure that I reach out to everyone. So be there, leaders, because you know how amazing things can happen if you can just achieve one why in your business.
On your social media, we are following you as Sabelo Dlamini. Or you have a brand name?
So we follow Network Marketing Institute.
Okay.
We follow Network Marketing Institute, because on my personal page, if you follow me, I do have a personal page, but I think I last posted 3 years back, because I don't use personal page, but I use business page. So if you follow my business, that's where I then engage with a lot of people, leaders. And that's where I share the business as well.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Good night. Bye, leadership. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye.
My now YouTube or Network Marketing Institute YouTube. Because
Network Marketing Institute. I'm there, leadership. Let me show you right now. Okay, yes, on YouTube it's there. Okay, if you're on the group, right? If you're on our WhatsApp group, the link that I sent you, it's under my channel. So you can subscribe on that channel where you're gonna watch the recording. That's the channel, leadership.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you so much, leadership, and thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Please go, leaders. Do your homework. Goodbye. I really appreciate you. I will share the slides, and then I will share the recording probably tomorrow morning. It should be ready. Thank you so much, leaders. Go out, enjoy, go out, be the best, go out and achieve the unthinkable through the name of network marketing. Thank you so much, leadership Stu. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Goodbye, everyone.